Prime Minister. It's me, Pierre Poilievre, the guy you've been dodging in question period, trying to avoid questions about how inflation, debt, crime, housing costs, immigration, and tariffs are much worse today than when you were elected, promising to make them all better. You've been avoiding accountability by jet-setting around the world on expensive trips to faraway places. And let me be clear, I don't begrudge anyone as a leader for reaching out and building ties, but it's just that you don't get any results. In fact, you have the reverse Midas touch. We have double the U.S. tariffs on Canadian goods, now new and higher tariffs from China on our farmers and fish harvesters, and you're back to the United Kingdom, where the Brits continue to hit our farmers with protectionism that you have not succeeded in removing. You've gotten no results whatsoever. So I do have a suggestion for the next inevitable trip to the United Kingdom that you might make, and that is this: apologize. When you were the governor of the Bank of England, you caused an inflation crisis by printing way too much money. In fact, inflation was far worse in the UK than in neighboring competitor countries. It had the second highest inflation during your time there. In all of the G7, the only country that was worse, unfortunately, was Canada under your protege, Justin Trudeau. And housing. You caused a housing crisis by flooding the market with cheap cash, which of course helped the billionaire class and the insiders, but shut young Brits out of homes. Does that sound familiar? Just like Canada under the Liberal government. Now, if you were to apologize for all those things, it's not just that the Brits would appreciate your contrition, it's that it might signal that you'd learn something from your dreadful economic mistakes. It's not just that the London Telegraph said that you were the unreliable boyfriend of central banking. It's that these terrible policies repeated in Canada could cause even more suffering. By showing that you understand your failings, then maybe you can learn from them. After all, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. We as conservatives have learned from your failures, and we're here to help you avoid repeating them. We believe in cutting back on the bureaucracy, getting the deficit and the tax burden down so that hard work actually pays off in this country. Remove all that bureaucracy you keep building so that homes can actually get built, that people can afford, and unlock our resources so that we can become a self-reliant country. Those would be great lessons to learn from your failures, but first, you have to admit that you made them. Before you can do that, I recommend you park the plane, get to work, and do your job.